Hello there. I am super excited because we are about to talk about the three myths about foundation that are keeping you from a flawless look. Now, I don't have any foundation on. I'm probably going to be putting some on as we go through this video, and I just woke up if we going to keep it a book. But this month, I want you to fall in love with foundation, finding your shade, understanding how you can do it the easy way. I'm going to be teaching a foundation masterclass. Find your foundation masterclass coming up at the end of this month. Let me see if I can put that on the screen for you just so you can know. There we go. No, there we go. So I'm gonna do a live master class. And it is going to be on February 26th. And this class is only $37. The sign up link is not quite ready yet, but I want you to stay tuned for it because this is the class that I'm going to break down step by step. We're actually going to be interactive in this class. You're going to bring what you need to this class, and we are going to get it done. I have so many testimonials of women who've taken this class, as well as my students who have been through their foundation journey, who has attributed their success to this class. So you don't want to miss this class if you have trouble finding your foundation shade. A lot of times in other classes, I talk to you about specific components surrounding your foundation, but in this class, we are literally going to be matching for shade. I'm going to talk about oxidation and why your foundation turns orange. I'm going to talk about three elements that you need in order to find the foundation. I'm going to give you a step-by-step roadmap to getting that foundation shade and ease your mind about the whole process. So make sure that you stay tuned. And guess what? If you are not on my text list, then you want to be on the text list. That's why I have the number down at the bottom. You can text foundation to 901 459 2866. And when you do, when that link for the foundation masterclass is ready, then you will receive that link to sign up first. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Let me see if I got any more announcements. Yes, I do. Come on in the room. Hey, come on in the room. Come on in the room. All month, I'm going to be talking about foundation. So tonight, we're talking about the three myths about foundation. On next Thursday, we will talk about 5 mistakes when shopping for foundation. And then on the next Thursday before class, we're going to talk about 3 reasons you struggle to match your foundation. Again, this class is going to be February 26th. The sign up link is not ready yet, but if you text the number at the bottom corner of your screen, then you will be the first notified when that link is ready. Another reminder is that my let's see if I can put it on the screen, child. Let's see what I can do. My basic beat summer camp registration is still open. Okay, I still have 7 spots available for you to join basic beats summer camp. It is one of my favorite things to do. I only do it once a year. Now let me just go through what camp is. Camp is a 3-day virtual learning experience. This is perfect for those who don't have time to join a membership, you don't have time to go shopping for products. I'm going to send you the products right to your doorstep so we can, first of all, be on one accord. That's very helpful. These products are going to be quality and they're going to help you to minimize the overwhelm that comes with learning makeup. You can skip the whole I got to get my products for class step because I got you, okay? And this is Miss Sheila. This is her before and after. The registration is open. You can see her before and after. Her after is absolutely glowing. And then you have Jordan here. Her after, absolutely glowing. I'm always super duper proud of these transformations. So make sure that you are registered for camp. Camp is going to be April 14th through the 16th. Okay, 14th through the 16th. So, are y'all ready? This is a great question. So my class is My class is on the 26th. I'm going to prep you for class on how to choose your shades so that you can bring them to class, okay? We're really working on shade matching, but I'm going to prep you beforehand so that you can know which shades to bring to class and how to shop for them. So I wouldn't say don't get it until right before the 26th. You can go ahead and start working on it. But when you sign up for the class, I will send you a video that's going to show you how to go in the store and shop for your shade. All right. I'm going to send you a video that's going to show you how to go to the store and shop for your shade. So I would wait until it's time to sign up, but do not sign up at the last minute because then you're going to miss out on how to shop for your shade. Okay. Great question. All right, y'all, let's get started. 3 myths. Before I talk about the myths, I do want you guys to share this out, please. Please share this live for the people. Okay. Now let me see. Let me see how I can um okay. All right. I need to share a screen, but I didn't know how to do it. All right, here we go. 3 myths about your foundation. Number one. Y'all put number one in the comments. Numero uno. Numero uno. Numero uno. Number one. The first myth. Myths. Let's talk about myths first of all. Myths are things that we believe that are not true. Step on the crack, break your mama back. That's a myth. Okay. Step on the crack, break your mama back is a myth. Those are things that we believe that are not true. Okay. Kind of like some old wives' tales are true. So I ain't gonna say that. But when it comes to myths, they are just thoughts that we tell ourselves that we actually believe and they may not be true. More than likely, they are not true. Now let's go into what foundation is. When you're doing your makeup, what you want to do is even your skin tone so that you can have like a really smooth and flawless look. You almost want to look as airbrushed as possible for me without looking fake. Hello, somebody. I don't want to look fake, right? I want to look smooth. I want to look um next to perfect, when it comes to my shade, but I don't want to look I don't want to look fake. So foundation is a product that should even out any imperfections in your skin tone. So see, I'm naturally kind of like dark here. Underneath my eyes, you could tell kind of in this area where that's a little bit darker. Um, Kind of in this area, I have a few, even though it's kind of darker around the perimeters, I still have a few um just kind of uneven areas around my mouth. All of those areas I want to even out with foundation just so I can have a smooth blank canvas to work with. And that's what foundation does. Foundation is like a buffer. And it just evens everything down. There are different types of foundation, different formulas of foundation. Your formulas are going to include liquid, powder, and cream. Then you have your in betweens like cream to powder and stuff like that. But I really don't, you know, talk about those. I'm just talking about foundation, liquid, powder, and cream. Your liquid most of the time comes in a bottle like this. Your powder, I'm talking about a pressed powder that comes in a compact. And then your cream most of the time comes in some kind of roll up stick. All right. You got liquid, powder, or you're going to be using cream, which comes in some kind of roll up stick. All right. Now, normally when I'm talking about foundation, Most of the time, 99% of the time, I'm talking about a liquid because that's my number one suggestion. That's what I'm going to put a star by. Y'all put stars in the comments. That's what I'm going to put a star by when I talk about my most recommended formula for foundation is going to be liquid. But the number one, I ain't going to say number one, but the first myth I want to talk about is that your foundation needs to be expensive in order for it to be effective. Some people believe your foundation needs to be expensive in order for it to be effective. When I first started doing makeup, it was hard, child. Because, first of all, I didn't have no money. I didn't have no money. And a lot of my clients was like, what you using your kit? I can name off some people who stuck with me for years just because I knew how to work at the time $8-9 foundation. They were looking for, you got Mac in your, at the time it was like, if you ain't got Mac, baby, you ain't nobody. But I was somebody with L'Oreal. I was somebody with Revlon. I was somebody with, um, those were the main drugstore ones that I used. But I was still somebody. Hello, somebody. And a lot of people do believe that, man, if this isn't expensive, then how is this going to be flawless? Like, how I'm not going to have a look like, what I see. So it doesn't have to be expensive in order to be effective. Thank you, Tamika. Yeah, I'm a little congested, but that's all right. So I'm going to show you a few of my recommended drugstore foundations just so you can see. Hey, this is so good. All right, so there's Elf. Elf actually has great reviews, especially from women of color. So you can try Elf. What I also have tried is the L'Oreal Infallible. I was in love. I'm talking about chokehold addicted. Hello. Chokehold addicted to the L'Oreal True Match. Once I found my shade, I was kind of in between like an N7 and a W6 or 7 or whatever. I don't know. But once I found my shade, baby, me and L'Oreal True Match was in love. Morphe. I love the Morphe foundation. I just didn't have luck finding my specific shade. But they do have a wide, I'm talking about a great range of foundation shades. It's just that when I tried it, I didn't, find my specific shade. But I love their formula. Like, I really do. I really love their formula. Let's move on to more drugstore options. My current chokehold right now is the Maybelline Fit Me. I'm a Maybelline Fit Me fan. Maybelline Fit Me fan, okay? Then Maybelline Fit Me has fit me for a long time. Um, I have a lot of my makeup artist friends and just normal peers like who love the Maybelline Superstay. You want to be careful with their tones though, because they can in this brand or this not in this brand, but in this specific line, it can be a little reddish or orangish sometimes. So make sure you try it. And then finally, the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. If you want to look flat, like you like a flat look, baby, this the one. This your girl. Okay. I can't wear her because my skin is already combination like dry. So it's in like oily some spots, but dry everywhere else. And baby, this is matte. Okay, MATTE. Then NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop is matte. So those are some drugstore options. Let me just back out, just in case you want to screenshot some brands, some black girl friendly brands. And let me smile. Hey girl. Don't be catching me on your screenshot looking crazy. Cheese. Okay. All right. So I hope you guys had a chance to screenshot those. But I wouldn't say the number one, but the first myth is going to be that the best foundation is expensive. Like your foundation needs to be expensive to be effective, and that's not true. All right. All right. Before we move on to number two, please, y'all, hit the share button. We have about 28 eyes on our live right now, and I really want to get that number up to double it. So if you can help me by sharing, then I would really appreciate it. It really goes a long way. So thank you. All right. Let's go to number two. Hey, let's go to number two. Number two. The number two myth I would say is so many women who are afraid of wearing foundation, they're afraid of wearing makeup, period, believe that powder equals natural and liquid equals cakey. Okay? They believe that powder equals natural and liquid equals cakey. And that's not true. Powder can look natural, but sometimes it does not provide the coverage that you need. Liquid can look natural as long as you have the right type, meaning that how is this going to what kind of coverage am I looking for, right? So when we think about something that's cakey or heavy, we're thinking about coverage. So when I talk about coverage, there's light coverage. Light coverage means that my freckles are still going to be showing through the foundation. There's medium coverage where you're going to have to stare really hard in order to see my freckles. There's medium buildable coverage. Buildable means that not only can I put this on one time, I can actually go back a second time and probably get more full coverage. Full coverage is the third level. The third level of full coverage means that there's really no skin showing. There's just foundation. I'm only going to see foundation. And I think that sometimes we don't want a full coverage foundation because it can look cakey or heavy on us to someone who wants a more natural look. It can look less like skin because it is full coverage and it's actually covering every single thing. Okay? Yeah, excuse me, I'm so congested. All right. So, number two, you believe that powder is natural and liquid means cakey or heavy, and that's not true. Another formula type that I feel can look very heavy. It can look like, it can almost, I have seen it look like if I scrape my fingers down the side of your face, it's going to look like I'm dipping in like mud. And that is cream to powder. Or like a, y'all, Zuri in the, Zuri in the beauty supply store. Zuri come with that sponge. That little sponge. And it look like you just do like that and slather it on. It can look really cakey, okay? It can look cakey. So, cream the powder, you really want to be careful with it because it can look cakey. Really think about taking a foundation that is a liquid foundation with medium to buildable coverage to find your shade, and it will look more like skin. All right? All right. Number three, before we get to three, you guys, I really want to definitely let you know that there is going to be a foundation masterclass coming right around the corner. I don't want you to miss it. Let me lean over. I don't want you to miss this foundation masterclass, you guys. It is going to be only $37. And the link is not quite ready yet. But on February 26th, I want you to remember, like, hey, we're having a class on that day. Also, too, I'm going to prepare you for the class, so no worries there. And then the other thing is something else I was about to say. Child, I don't know. But we're going to match our foundation shade in the class, okay? We are going to match our foundation shade in the class. I'll send you a video on how to shop for your shade. And we're going to break it all the way down. So even if you get it wrong going shopping, I'm going to teach you how to get it right. No worries there. Also, I'm going to be live for the rest of the Thursdays in this month. So make sure you stay tuned in because we are talking about foundation and how to fall in love with your foundation shade all month long. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Now let's move on to number 3. The last myth is foundation alone is not going to give you that look. Okay. I think that what's keeping a lot of women from being really, really flawless is that foundation alone, you feel like that this gonna give you the look, but there are more steps. So in order to get that look, we can't just depend on the foundation. The foundation, okay, the foundation is there just to kind of smooth and even things out. That's the whole purpose of that. We don't want to take the foundation and be like, oh, I'm done. You can put foundation on and you can feel like, man, my whole face looks like dark or something. That's true. Why? Because your whole face is not dark. Take a look at my face for a second. Look at your own face. It don't matter. See how I'm darker here, but lighter here. 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 The center of my face is lighter. So, of course, if I only use foundation, I'm going to look flat. All right, let's demonstrate. I'm going to take my, I haven't used this L'Oreal Infallible in a minute, and it definitely might be too dark. But we're going to work with it. I might be all right. What I'm doing is evening every color in my skin tone right now. Every single color. And while I'm doing this, I just want to let y'all know about my favorite brush, which is F2 from Meta Brushes. I love this foundation brush because it really helps my foundation to look airbrushed. So, thank you. Thank you. All right. What I've done is even everything on this side. And this is buildable, so I can really fan this down and apply another layer. But I've made myself one color on this side. One. Even though it's matching down to my neck. I don't look like a bobblehead over here. I don't look disconnected. But I've literally erased and removed the dimension. All right. I'm going to go in one more time. I'm just going to stipple this all on so I won't be overusing product. But this is what a buildable foundation looks like. Meaning that this second layer should give me more full coverage. And to just knock the shine out, because it's not all the way dry yet, I can use some loose powder, but I ain't got none. I do have some, but it's in my what you call bag. One of my other bags up there, and I'm not getting it. I'm just gonna take some of this and just press it in, just to kind of knock it down. All right. Now, is my skin looking flawless on this side? Absolutely. But I've taken away all the dimension. My lighter areas are no longer there. Around my forehead is no longer warm and dark. See how like I'm warm here, but I'm almost like light here. I flatten everything out. I'm no longer lighter under there, no longer lighter under my brows, no longer lighter on my chin. I'm just flat. So we have to learn to layer the foundation with other products like concealer, and that's where we start contouring. But foundation alone is not going to give you the look. All right. Okay. Child, this congestion about to take me down. So, what I want you to do is make sure that you stay on the lookout for my next class. How do you do that? You can do that by texting 901-459-2866, and you'll be the first to know when the link is ready. All right, when the link is ready for class. Remember that class is going to be a foundation, how to find your foundation masterclass. I'm literally going to give you the road map, like literally. I done laid it out like street signs. I'm giving you the roadmap on what to do first, second, third to get to a foundation shade that you will fall in love with. Okay? So make sure you are in class. I will text you when the link is ready. Make sure you text that number. You guys, listen. Baby, I'm gonna go do all the things. I got some Dr. Bronner's peppermint stuff. I don't be taking a bath with it because baby, I can't take it. But once I get in the shower and I'm just gonna pour it in the floor. And this stuff start coming up, I'm gonna be open. And it gotta be something about this room because my nose was not just doing this when I was over there. And I don't talk for 30 minutes straight, like ever throughout the day. So I don't have time to, stop and blow my nose or anything like that. But anyway, thank you for all your well wishes. I'm about to get off of here, y'all, because I can't breathe. I love you guys. I'm going to go through the 3 myths one more time before we hop off. And they are number 1. Thank you, Tamika, for typing those. Number 1, you believe that the best foundation is expensive, and it doesn't have to be. There are drugstore foundations out there that are absolutely amazing. And they're amazing because they're made by the same people who making the luxury stuff. They just labeling them differently, okay? Next, you believe that powder is natural and foundation, or liquid foundation rather, is like heavy and cakey. Not always true. Liquid foundation comes in different formulas and coverages that can give you a very nice skin-like finish, and it doesn't have to look heavy or cakey. Number 3, foundation alone is not enough. Foundation alone is enough to get a look. That's not true. You want to layer that thing because right now this can look like heavy and cakey because I have there's no dimension there. I just look flat. I look like a flat pancake over here. So you want to learn that you have to get more than foundation in order to get a flawless look. All right. I love you guys. I hope that helps. And I will see you guys next Thursday as well. Not unless you need to join my Facebook group. I'm going to try to put that in the caption somewhere. No, in the comments. Here we go. Okay. Join the Facebook group so you can learn more. All right.